the heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com. Calling all collectors! Topps NBA basketball trading cards are back. It's available in the Grizzlies Den by Fanatics and online at Topps.com. Rip into bold color parallels, electric inserts, relics, and autographed cards from today's biggest stars and the next-gen talent. Look out for rookie cards of Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper, plus Grizzlies favorites John Morant, Jalen Wells, and so many more. You don't want to miss this drop. Grab your set before it's gone.
Live from the Built Ford Tough studio at FedEx Forum, it's the Gary Parrish Show, presented by OrthoSouth, on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Gary Parrish.
All right, I'm here. My name is Gary Parrish. I'm speaking to you from the Built Ford Tough studio, FedEx Forum. We're in downtown Memphis. Bennett Doyle right there producing the program. Glad he's with me. Glad you're with me. Hope you're getting through the day best you can. And I hope you didn't think last night would be the night things got turned around and the Grizzlies would, actually hold on to a fourth quarter lead against a good team, because that did not happen. Up 1 after 3, down 10 after 4. It's another loss on the books. We'll talk about it momentarily. First, though, quickly, let me set today's schedule for you. When I finish this opening segment, we're going to take a break, come back, do 5 more things you need to know, at which point we'll discuss 5 previously undiscussed stories. Among them, Ole Miss coach Lane Kiffin has denied that he's been given an ultimatum by school officials to make a decision about staying or going by next Friday's game with Mississippi State. Either way, it's clear Ole Miss would like an answer sooner rather than later. Lots of good writing done about this over the past 24 hours. We'll dive back into it, update you on that situation. We'll do it in about 25 minutes. College football playoff rankings have been officially updated. The Big Ten still holds the top 2 spots. Ohio State is number 1. Indiana is number 2. The SEC holds the next 2 spots. Texas A&M is number 3. Georgia is number 4. I'll give you the projected matchups. We're going to do that a little later on in the show. The Champions Classic was last night. New York's Madison Square Garden. Michigan State beat Kentucky, and Mark Pope sounds depressed. We'll talk a little college basketball. We'll do it in just a bit. LeBron James last night, he played 30 minutes in his first game in his record 23rd season. Finished with 11 points, 12 assists, 3 rebounds, and the Lakers won a 41-26 victory over Utah. We will celebrate America's king. He's the king of the United States. We'll do that in the next segment. And Steelers coach Mike Tomlin has confirmed that Aaron Rodgers will not, I repeat, not need surgery on his injured wrist, and added that it's possible the future Hall of Fame quarterback will play Sunday against the Bears franchise he has beaten up and down for much of the past 17 years. Tomlin said Rodgers might actually play this weekend against Chicago. Those poor Bear fans probably thought they were done with Aaron Rodgers. Now they might have to face him for the 30th time on Sunday. Tell you more about that situation during a segment we call 5 More Things You Need to Know. Then we'll eventually do GP's Carryout and we'll call it a day. So that's the rundown. We got a lot to get to, but I did want to start where else but with your Memphis Grizzlies, because Game 15 of a scheduled 82, it was held last night in San Antonio. If you watched it on NBC, you likely enjoyed the broadcast but felt disappointed at the end. Final score, Spurs 111. Grizzlies 101 for the second straight game on the road. The Grizzlies took a lead into the fourth quarter and then squandered it. On Saturday in Cleveland, they were up 84-76 entering the fourth, but got outscored 32-16 in the final 12 minutes, lost that game by 8. Last night in San Antonio, they were up 87-86 entering the fourth, got outscored 25-14 in the final 12 minutes, lost by 10. Put another way, the Grizz have been outscored 57-30 in their past two fourth quarters, and last night it was hard not to notice that Jaren Jackson Jr., the 6'10" forward, who signed a $240 million contract this past offseason, he was held scoreless in the fourth quarter while the game was slipping away. Also scoreless in the fourth, Zach Edey. You might remember in the preseason, ESPN did a list of top 100 players in the NBA, and the Grizzlies had three men on that list. Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson, Zach Edey. As you know, Ja is injured, didn't play last night, but the other two did, and neither of them scored a single point in the fourth, which is among the reasons the Grizzlies were held to 14 points in the final 12 minutes. Combined, Jackson and Edey were 0 of 9 from the field with 3 turnovers in the fourth quarter. Big Bet Bennett, it's nice to see you.
Nice to see you
on
too.
A Wednesday morning. First question, why don't the Grizzlies' best players play well in the fourth quarter?
Well, GP, I
break that down for me.
I'm fond of both of those guys. I mean, dude, I can't really put anything on Zach Edey. I mean, he's just coming back from a long hiatus, and he's looked good in his return. I know he didn't score in that fourth quarter, but
I don't mean to emphasize the worst part, scoreless in the fourth quarter, because he has been good.
He has been good.
The offensive rebounding has changed dramatically.
Correct.
I am pro Zach Edey, but I mean, I'd have loved like 1 point.
One point would have been nice.
That'd have been nice.
As far as Jaren goes, I mean, you just have to be better than that. Like,
you have to, like, that is the simplest and most accurate way to put it. You have to be better than that.
Because not only is he not giving you any production on the offensive end in the fourth quarter, but down the stretch of that game, he's getting cooked by Harrison Barnes. Like, that's, I mean, dude, it's just, I don't really know what else to say. Like, that was just bad down the stretch there. It was just bad down the stretch. Now, CJ made this point on Jessica's show and on his and Jessica's show, and I completely agree. Like, Jaren's not a closer. He's just not. I mean, he hasn't been that in his career. He's a really good NBA player, but he's not a closer. You need a closer to finish NBA games, which is what Ja Morant is, right? And you don't have him right now.
Also, point guards help.
Yeah, point guards help too. I mean, that's not the reason they lost last night, though, because Vince Williams damn near had a triple-double. Like, he was good, and he helped them. So they need their closer first and foremost, but still, you have to give them something. Like, down the stretch, if you're Jaren, like, it was rough. It was rough.
Nobody needs Jaren Jackson Jr. to be a closer like Ja Morant is a closer.
Right.
But you need him to be better. You got to be more than that.
Yes.
I don't want to be that person, and I'm not going to be that person that is constantly talking about $240 million contract, because I think that gets just a little lame after a while. Like, you know, like this is the profession he is in, and in the profession he is in, men make a lot of money, and he, based on all of the ways we attach value to basketball players, he's worth $240 million.
That's right. Anybody's giving him that contract.
Anybody's giving him that contract, right? If the Grizzlies decided tonight they wanted to move Jaren Jackson Jr., somebody would be willing to take that contract. All right? So I don't want – I know I just referenced it, but I'm telling you I don't want to be the person, and I will not be the person that's constantly talking about the $240 million contract.
Yeah.
But everybody else is talking about it. It is a thing, and it's a thing in professional sports and has been for a long time. When you sign a contract like that,
there's expectations.
Expectations come with it. And when you not consistently underperform, because that's not fair, but when you don't show up when the spotlight is on you, particularly last night on a big stage on NBC against a fellow shorthanded team that is also just trying to use people they shouldn't probably be using to win a game. Like, based on a lot of different stuff, Jaren Jackson Jr. should have been the best player on the court last night or one of the two. And he just wasn't. And he disappeared largely in the fourth, and that's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's been rough, dude. Last night was rough because
I actually thought last night was fun until the end.
It was so much fun. It's weird doing these away broadcasts through the prism of radio now because there's a delay on the TV, so I'm getting everything through Eric, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm living the game through Eric.
So you're hearing it before you see it.
Exactly. And the thing is this game was so back and forth, and it was a tight game for a long time through most of the game. And so you're hanging on to every single possession, and it's just kind of crazy going from back and forth. Every possession's huge to the last minute of the game, and the Grizzlies just completely fall apart. It was just so deflating.
It was deflating
to live. Yeah, I'm sure it was like that for people watching on TV. But
I mean, we got the whole family in the living room, and we're like having fun watching a competitive Grizzlies game, and everything's cool, and this is a fun night. And then it's like, whoa, why did we stop?
What just happened?
Why did we stop scoring and let them score all the time?
Yeah, it just happened so fast. It was just so deflating. And like I said to you yesterday, man, if they can't win this game last night, like where's the wins?
Well, hopefully it's Thursday.
Okay. I mean, they didn't have 3 of their best players last night.
I know, but they're still the Spurs and not the Kings.
Fair, that is a fair point that I will hang on to. I will. You know what? Let me go and put that in my game notes, okay?
They're still the Spurs and not the Kings.
Using that line.
Yeah. I mean, I really do think there is something to culture and all that stuff.
100% something to that. Yes.
Even like everything about it. Like you just look at San Antonio, the crowd looks like you hear Harrison Barnes doing the post game with Ashley Shamati, and he just sounds the right way, and it just there is something there. There's something to
Harrison Barnes cooking us in the year 2025. That is unbelievable,
bro. Harrison Barnes.
Wow.
Yeah,
good for him. Long career.
That was tough. That was tough. I know the final score might make you go, oh well, like what did I really miss? I mean, the Grizzlies were up with like 3:15 to play. Mm-hmm. The Grizzlies were ahead with like 3 minutes and change to play, and then never scored again. Backing up. I love the NBC stuff. I just love it.
Yeah, I went back and watched a lot of it, and it is really well done.
It's just well done.
Yeah.
There's just first off, I know Eagle's great. Jamal Crawford, really good. Like I think their game crew is good. Studio crew is good. Ashley Shamati, I work with Ashley at CBS Sports Network. Mm. She's blowing up. I mean,
because she was with Charlotte, right?
She was with Charlotte, and then she was with us. She would do some fill-in stuff with CBS Sports Network. So I've been in studio with her a handful of times. She's delightful. Like just a really sweet woman. Like not surprised to see everything happening for her because she's just she's just like a ray of sunshine walking into the room, and she's obviously also immensely talented. So they've hired great people over there. And I just like the way they do it. I just like we've talked about this before after we watched opening. It just feels bigger.
It feels bigger.
It feels like, man, NBC, NBA, tonight something big's happening. It feels nostalgic.
It's that HD feed. It's so crispy. I don't understand how they do it.
It feels nostalgic. I don't know exactly why. I can't pinpoint it, but it feels like you're watching something big and important and from a time lost. I love the way they show the home team starting lineups. The Spurs, you find out on, here's the thing. We know exactly what the Grizzlies starting lineups look like because you're in the arena, you see it. Mm-hmm. But you don't know what the Knicks starting lineups look like or the Cavaliers starting lineups look like. You're not in those arenas, and they don't show them on television typically. But NBC has decided this is cool. Let's do it. And they show the entire Spurs introduction, and the Spurs use Kendrick's TV off, which is fun, and like it just adds to it. I thought it was really good. Then the game starts, right? Mm-hmm. And the Grizzlies actually start to jump. They jump to an 8-0 run, and they're up 8-0 after 89 seconds. That was fun. And if you're looking for some bright spots from last night, Cedric Howard was nice again. Rookie out of Washington State. Took 15 shots, made 7 of them. Finished with 19 points, 11 rebounds in 26 minutes. He was 5 of 7 from 3. He's just really good.
I think, that's the one thing is we hope that he becomes a star in this league. But what we know right now is he is a good player in this league. Like, he is going to be a good player in this league. We know that right now.
He's a good player in the league right now.
Yeah.
He's not going to. He's one right now.
Yep.
He might be a great player. I don't know if you saw this, Sam Quinn, CBS Sports. He's one of the NBA writers who is pretty active on social media. Like, you ask me a question on Twitter, there's about a 99% chance I'll ignore it. I've just decided I'm just not gonna. I'm not playing Q&A all day with people I don't know.
Okay.
So I mostly ignore it.
I like you. You can ask me questions.
You can ask Bennett questions if you want to.
Send your questions to me.
I'm detached. I'm detached from the outside world. The only person I talk to is Bennett. I'm not talking to anybody else.
I'll vet the questions. Okay, send them to me.
You send them to Bennett.
Yeah, anything you have for GP, I'll take care of.
And if Bennett thinks they're good enough, he might get them to me. But like, I'm probably just gonna ignore it. I'm otherwise occupied a lot of the times, right? I just found it's not a good use of my time. That's the honest to God truth.
Enough.
I just found it's not for somebody who is stretched thin. I just found that it's not a good use of my time. But Sam Quinn, it's a good use of his time apparently, because he you can ask him anything, he'll answer it. It looks like, and so people were peppering him the other day about the Grizzlies and about whether it might have been a Grizzlies fan who put it to him, honestly, and it was something along the lines of, typically to win a championship or go to an NBA Finals or something like this, you need a top 15 player in the world. Like if you do the history of it, like teams without you might not need LeBron James, but you need like a top 15 guy to get where you're trying to go. And the question presented to Sam Quinn was something along the lines of, "Do you think the Grizzlies have a top 15 player in the world? Can they?" And he was like, "I think Ja was there once upon a time." But I'm skeptical he can get back there, which is a totally fair opinion at this point. He said, "I think Jaren Jackson has flirted with that, but probably isn't that and may never be." And Sam Quinn, this is the point, said, "I don't think it's crazy to think that maybe the person on that roster in Memphis that's got the best chance to be a top 15 player in the world someday in the future is not actually John Morant or Jaren Jackson Jr. It's Cedric Howard." Now, that's just one man's opinion, but I see where he's coming from.
I see where he's coming from, too. I don't want to, I hate, getting so fired up for something. You know what I mean? Like, I want to temper my expectations.
We did that. We did that.
I want to temper my expectations, but the one thing that I do hang on to is there is, so much room for improvement. I mean, we talked about it. This guy played, 4 college basketball games last year, and he missed a whole, off season. There's a lot of room for improvement.
Undeniably, no basketball player or very few basketball players have ever maxed out at his age. And he seems made of all the right stuff and wired the proper way to, whatever his potential is, he seems focused on getting there. That's a good sign. But the best sign right now is that you can already see it.
Yes.
We're not waiting. Sometimes you get rookies and you're like, I can, maybe
there's something
give
there.
it some time. We don't have to give it time. He's ready to play right now.
Yes.
He's one of their best players right now. He was 5 of 7 from 3 last night. Cam Spencer, he had 15 points, made 3 3-pointers. Good offensively, which you need, but, he got haunted on defense.
Yeah.
And finished a team low -23 in plus minus. And that's what he is.
Yeah, he's playing a way bigger role than he probably should be for this team right now.
He should be
he's a guy you bring in off the bench, fill it up real quick, hit a couple threes,
He should be coming off your bench and playing limited minutes in spot situations or scoring 50 at the Landers Center. That's the truth with him. And that might be unfair. He is a competent NBA player.
No question.
I
want him in my rotation.
He's a competent NBA player, but he is physically limited. And that was on display last night. He's very good on the offensive end. More aggressive, I think, appropriately.
More aggressive than Luke was last year.
but he got hunted on defense and finished minus 23, and that's sort of. I don't think that was unique. I think that was that's probably an illustration of what you're dealing with when you have to rely on him. And I emphasize the word have. You have to rely on him now. In a perfect world, you're not going to have to rely on him this way. But you're having to rely on him this way right now, and it can get tough. Cedric Howard, he was good on both ends. Cam Spencer, he was good on one. But neither one of them could stop that fourth quarter collapse. Like I said earlier, it was 101-100. Grizzlies up with 3:13 left. And from there, never scored again. Spurs closed on an 11-0 run to improve to 10-4 on the season. The Grizzlies are now 4-11 with the Kings coming to town tomorrow. Buddy, I've never been so happy for the Kings to come to town. They can't get here fast enough.
Yeah.
What are you scared about?
Dude, we can't beat anyone right now.
I know, Bennett. You think I'm not watching this shit too? I know, Bennett, but it's the Kings. God, Jesus, we can beat the Kings. We can beat the Kings.
We need to beat the Kings. Yes, we need to beat the Kings at home. Yes, that is something that needs to happen. Stop the bleeding.
We talk about depressing days. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but there could be a scenario on Thursday where the Tigers lose by 70 to Purdue and the Grizzlies lose to the Kings.
No, they can't. Like, De'Aaron Fox isn't there anymore. He did it to us last night. Like, we can handle this. We got this one.
I thought so, but you're over there all nervous and stuff.
What's the record? 4-12?
The Grizzlies record?
Yeah.
4-11.
4-11. Okay. So
the Kings are 3-11.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to call a game on November 20th a must win.
The Kings are 3-11, and they're in Oklahoma City tonight. They will be on the second night of a back-to-back after getting blown out by the champs.
Gotta get it.
I mean, Jesus.
That is, I'm qualifying it as a must win. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it as a must win.
I think I could score in the fourth quarter tomorrow night against the Kings. I think I could. You don't have to redo my contract, but I think I could score 1 point tomorrow night against the Kings in the fourth quarter, if given the opportunity.
Need to get that one.
Bad. I've never been more excited. I mean, the Kings could not get here fast enough.
Can they stay?
Can they just stay? Just stay and play us.
Why aren't we doing? That's not fair. Why
just
aren't we
stay and play us every day?
You know how we do the thing where the team comes to town and we play them back to back? Like, why aren't we doing that with them? They could stay 2 nights. We'll do it back to back.
Stay over 2 nights.
Yeah.
Stay over 2 nights. Let's play 3 games in a row. Let's play 11 games in a row.
Yeah.
Let's try to get back. Let's just
wrap up this King series right this week.
Let's take all of the I wish regular season games were like draft picks. You could trade them all away or get this. Hey, we want all our future games against the Kings. We want to play them right now.
Mm-hmm. By the way,
all future games for the next 10 years batch of Kings games. If you don't mind, we'd like to play them right now.
Remember, I did sit here and say to you last week that even if they go 0-4 on this road trip, they could still finish 8-13 in the month of November. I'd take it right now.
You would take 8-13 right now?
Yes.
Well, I would kill a man for 8-13 right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's still in front of us, man.
I know, but do you really think 8-13 is where you're getting?
The schedule is pretty favorable this next week.
We need a lot of games against the Kings, it looks like.
We get the Pelicans in there, too.
Man, I love them, too.
Yeah.
I love them, too.
Yeah.
I love them, too.
Good.
If you watch the broadcast, you know a lot of it did center on Ja Morant. Mm-hmm. And not just the injury, but everything that's been going on with him. I thought Reggie Miller told an interesting story. I know you were consumed with radio, so you might not have heard it. But Reggie Miller told a story. He was on the broadcast with Jamal Crawford and Noah Eagle. And it was a story about when he was at UCLA and the Lakers were practicing. Mm-hmm. So this is like mid-'80s type stuff. Pat Riley, Magic Johnson, all of that.
Big as it gets, yeah.
Showtime Lakers. And the Lakers he's at a Lakers practice. And he's telling this story. And he's like, he walked in and Pat Riley is wearing Magic Johnson out. I mean, dog cussing him, just on him, hard. Coaching him as hard as you could coach anybody.
Okay.
And he said he remembers telling Pat at some point, that was wild. coaching Magic Johnson like that, talking to Magic Johnson. That's Magic Johnson. He's one of the greatest basketball players to ever live. At this point, he's a college national champion, a NBA champion, everything. And you are talking to him like he's a walk-on. And Pat Riley told Reggie Miller, he said, the great players want that. They want to be coached. And Reggie told that story very intentionally in the second quarter and more or less directed it at Ja Morant. I don't know that he went into every detail with the issues between Ja and the reported issues between Ja and Tomas Isolo, but he told that story for a reason. If last night it would have been a Lakers game against the Cavaliers and Reggie Miller was on it, he would not have pulled that story. He brought that story to that broadcast last night because he felt like it resonated with Ja Morant. And if you're Ja Morant and you hear that, what does that tell you? What is it? Does any of this stuff make you blink when the whole world is looking at you and saying, you've got to be better, you've got to be more coachable, you've got to be more focused, you've got to be happier? Do you think it, I mean, you don't know, but like, do you think it impacts you at all? Would it impact you?
Yes.
I would be very uncomfortable with the whole world saying the same thing about me, and it's not flattering.
Agreed. Yeah, and it'll be really interesting because obviously it's not going well right now, and it'll just be interesting to see how it goes when he comes back and if it continues to not go great. Because, I mean, again, you're 4-11. Like, you're in a hole now. You're in a hole that you still got time to get out of, but you're in a hole.
Yes.
And so now that controversy is here, like, how do you react to it when you come back?
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole world is looking at what's happening here and saying the exact same thing. Everybody has the same opinion. There's not like an argument on Get Up about somebody says, well, the problem in Memphis is this thing, and this has got to be more focused and more coachable. And then somebody else stands up and says, well, really, it's not. Like everybody just sort of shakes their head like, yeah, I know. I mean, Trace McGrady did it after the game, in between games. You know, they go back to the studio, and he's there with Maria Taylor and Carmelo Anthony. And this wasn't fun, but like Maria Taylor at one point is like, so what do the Grizzlies need to do next? I don't know if you saw this. Did you see this?
I didn't see it.
It's just studio stuff.
Yep.
And like, all right, so the Grizzlies are now 4-11. Ja Morant's hurt. What do they need to do next? And you know what happened? Everybody at the desk laughed. Like, what do the Grizzlies do next? It was just like they're laughing at us. That's where we're at. We went from the brightest, youngest, old, the titles are coming, to they're just laughing in studio on NBC. Hurt my heart.
That does hurt my heart to hear that, yes.
And then Tracy McGrady went in it was interesting, like Reggie Miller during the game and then Tracy McGrady after the game, 2 Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
And they both were like, just let me talk to Ja Morant for a second. They're just hoping he would hear what they're saying. Maybe they don't have access to him on the iPhone, but maybe they'll see this. Maybe he'll see this. And they were just like, Trace McGrady was like, I want to talk to Ja Morant. And he was just like, man, what happened? Man, I loved you. Everything that I saw. And he even mentioned like Moneybag Yo, courtside, and the Grizzlies were chirping, and it was just fun, and there was something about it. And it's just gone. It's just not there right now. And Tracy McGrady was like, man, you got to get that back. I want to see that again. And so last night, it just felt like that was the first time that these people had an opportunity to talk about the Grizzlies. Like if you're doing a Warriors-Lakers game, you're not going to take 5 minutes to talk about the Memphis Grizzlies. But when you're coming off of a Grizzlies game, you're given the opportunity to talk about this franchise. And it was like the first time all of these people
had the opportunity.
Whether it's Reggie Miller or Tracy McGrady or anybody else, it was the first time they all had an opportunity to discuss what's going on in Memphis. And they laughed. And they both seemed confused by what's happened and why it's happened. And hurt my heart.
That does hurt my heart too. I do, man. I'm regardless of like what happens record wise, like I'm rooting for nothing more than him to just come back and get back to his true form.
I mean,
we already saw it in one game this season. I know it's still there. I will not listen to he's fallen off. I cannot listen to that. I know that it's there. I know it is.
I want it to happen. Because it is quite literally the most important thing connected to this franchise. Mm-hmm. I know it goes without saying, but we work here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people work here. The most important person who works here is Ja Morant. It just is. He's the most important employee by far. He's the key to all this stuff. You want a full building or an empty building? You want fun times or not so fun times? Right now, he's the most important thing connected to this franchise. And so I want him to be great again and happy again and all of that stuff again because it is crucial for the franchise.
For sure.
I also just want it for him. If you just have, if you have a heart at all, if you possess empathy at all, what we are watching when we watch him is an incredibly wealthy man who is going through it. An incredibly wealthy and famous man who is struggling, both on the court and presumably, because he tells us, off. And that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard. I don't wish that on anybody, man. I want to see him, be an awesome basketball player, but I also want to see him smile. And that's what Tracy McGrady was talking about on some level last night, too. What happened to that? Let's get that back. And it's obviously a complicated thing. It's not as easy as the Hall of Famer in the studio said, I need to be happy, so I'm going to be happy and full of joy, and here I am again. Life doesn't work like that. But I wish it did. It'd be easier if it did.
Yeah.
But it was hard not to watch all of that last night and just feel like, we live it every day. Those people don't. But they parachute in, they watch it, they catch themselves up, and then they get asked to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it in different ways. But the truth is, if you turn on the TNT crew or the ESPN crew or the NBC crew and you ask them, hey, we need 3 minutes, you got to talk about the Grizzlies for it, they all kind of say the same stuff. And I can't believe we're here again.
I can't either, man. I can't either.
But the Kings are coming.
Come on,
Kings.
down.
Get here, Kings.
Come on down.
Man, just if it's up to me, just forfeit your game. Come down right now. We'll play you this afternoon.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play the Kings.
I'm cautiously optimistic about that game.
Tickets available, Grizzlies.com.
That's right,
Let's
baby.
go. We come back, turn our attention. Where else? But to Oxford, Mississippi, where the Lane Kiffin show moves on. He denied yesterday on Pat McAfee's show that he has been given an ultimatum, but it is clear that Ole Miss has reached a point where they would prefer an answer sooner rather than later. There's some reporting that suggests something could happen this week. I'll get you updated on that situation next. Gary Parrish Show presented by OrthoSouth.
Southland Casino Hotel is helping you navigate to Santa. Win your share of over $550,000 in free play and a brand new Lincoln. Here Comes Santa takes flight on Saturday, November 1st, when you can begin earning entries. And don't forget the grand finale drawings on Saturday, November 29th and Saturday, December 27th to win a share of over $40,000 in free play or a brand new Lincoln. Win big during Here Comes Santa, only at Southland Casino Hotel.
Own the 2025-26 Grizzlies season with the 10-game Flex Pack, the ultimate way to catch all the action on your terms. Choose your favorite matchups from intense rivalries to weekend thrillers and customize your pack to fit your schedule. With 10 games to pick, you'll never miss the moments that matter most. Visit Grizzlies.com/packs today to build your perfect ticket pack and cheer on the Grizzlies your way. It's your team, your season, and your schedule. So don't miss out.
The Grizzlies are the one thing everyone in the family can agree on. So join us every Sunday this season for Sunday Family Fun Days. It's a steal at just $35 and includes a ticket to the game, a $10 food voucher, post-game free throws on the court, and a meet and greet with mascot Grizz. Space is limited, so grab your tickets now for this unique experience your family won't soon forget. Go to Grizzlies.com/Sunday and have a fun day.
Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
Who's going to be the tougher team that rebounds and prevents second-chance opportunities?
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and OrthoSouth understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either, and that's because OrthoSouth welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in OrthoSouth to take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth.org. Let me be transparent for a second, if you don't mind. Big Bet Bennett, as you know, now I'm telling the audience, I got a flight to catch.
Yes.
And we are up against it. And
yes,
I've screwed this up. I didn't really think about, when I got my CBS dates, I just started sending them to the travel coordinator and saying, put me on this flight, put me on this flight. And I forgot that on days like Wednesday, for instance, those are the days where I have the Gary Parrish Show, also the Eye on College Basketball Podcast. And it is very difficult to do all of that stuff and then try to depart Memphis International at the time I'm scheduled to depart Memphis International. And this is my way of saying, we're going to be pretty quick today.
Yes.
The opening segment might have not been so quick, but from this point forward, we're going to be pretty quick today. This is going to be a shorter than normal, perhaps shorter than ever edition of the Gary Parrish Show. And I promise, and I've made this promise.
Better than ever.
It might be better than ever. You know what? We might find out people like 50-minute shows better than the 1 hour and 50-minute shows. Hey, we're going to find out today. All right? We're going to find out today. I've already promised Bennett and Kyra, but I'm not going to keep putting them through this. I'm not going to keep putting anybody through this.
Mainly Kyra. We can't do this to her.
Like, you really can't. It's just, it's too much, all right? And I recognize that. If I didn't recognize it when I was booking this stuff, that's on me. I take responsibility. But I am recognizing it going forward. And if it means I won't get to New York until late at night on some days, then it just means I won't get to New York late at night on some days. I like getting to New York at a reasonable time, check into the hotel, take a shower, walk outside into the city, get a nice meal.
Go to the Luigi spot. Well, I was about to say something else, but you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I'll go there. I walk past.
You walk past that spot every day, yeah.
I mean, I've seen it.
Still there?
It's still there. Yeah. He's not.
No, he's in prison.
Right. But the murder scene's the murder scene. What do you want me to do? Yeah. I like to go out, see the city, get a nice meal, whatever, but not at the expense of putting this much stress on everybody I work with. So this is the last time we're going to do it like this, but we have to do it like this today. I got 5 more things you need to know, but they're going to be quick things you need to know.
Number 1.
Ole Miss coach Lane Kiffin has denied that he's been given an ultimatum by school officials to make a decision about whether he's staying or going in advance of next week's Egg Bowl against Mississippi State. Either way, there's a lot of reporting out there now that suggests whether it was an ultimatum or not, there is a real sense in Oxford that they don't want to let this thing drag on much longer. And though there is no answer to the question I asked you yesterday, which is, all right, give him an ultimatum.
Yeah.
Tell him he needs to let you know by the Egg Bowl or by this Friday or whenever. You get to pick the date. Do it. But if he doesn't give you an answer, what are you going to do about it? You can't just fire him.
No.
Well, that's you because you can't fire him for cause for not giving you an answer to a question. So you're going to pay that buyout? No, it's crazy. So the only really recourse you have is to suspend them. But do you really want to suspend your head coach in the middle of
I would not recommend
one of the greatest seasons in the history of Ole Miss football?
Probably not.
Like, there's still no answer to that question. Like, all right, you want an answer from Lane Kiffin sooner rather than later, and perhaps by a specific date, perhaps before you play your next game. But if he doesn't give it to you, what are you going to do about it? What are you really going to do?
Yeah.
So there's no, I mean, you can read Pat Forty, you can read John Tothy, you can read Dan Wolken. Nobody has an answer to that question. Are you really going to do something about it if he says, I'm not giving you an answer till I feel like it? So that remains unresolved. But it is clear that Ole Miss would like to know something soon. And it is obvious that they are getting fed up with it. And the fan base is starting to flip. And I just wanted to revisit this because yesterday, when I talked about it strictly from just like a black and white issue.
Yeah.
Like, practically speaking, Ole Miss, I understand you're frustrated and you want an answer and it sucks to have to go through this. But like, practically speaking, what are you going to do? And if you don't know what you're going to do, if he doesn't give you an answer, then you're stupid to go down this path because you're just setting yourself up to create an awkward situation.
Yep.
We need an answer by Friday or else. I'm not giving you an answer by Friday. What are you going to do now? You either have to backpedal and say, well, I guess we'll just keep waiting, or you have to pull whatever new contract offer is sitting there for him off the table and say you will never sign that contract with us, or you have to suspend him. But you do any of those things and you are making the choice for him. He's leaving at that point, and you've just given him a reason to do it, and he will forever be able to say whether it was true or not. I might have just stayed in Oxford, but they pushed me out the door, and that's going to be a hard thing to live with. All right. So if you're not comfortable doing those things, then this is a wild thing to do. But again, according to Lane Kiffin, at least, there was no strict ultimatum. But all the reporting suggests they want to know something sooner rather than later. And based on just the vibes from the fan base, they're fed up with this. And the thing I wanted to say as I revisit this is, I get it. I understand. Because think about this from another perspective. Because I don't think I was thinking of it in this perspective yesterday, but try this. What if it was the quarterback instead of the football coach who was doing exactly this? What if there was reporting that Ole Miss had the hottest quarterback in the country, he had eligibility left, got the Egg Bowl next week, you're headed for the college football playoff, and his family just flew to Gainesville to visit Florida, then flew to Baton Rouge to visit LSU, and, because this was reported last night, and the quarterback spent 2 hours on the phone with the governor of Louisiana, who is involved in this LSU coaching search, whether he should be or not. What if you heard all that? What if you were an Ole Miss fan and you heard your quarterback, who you brought to Oxford, gave an opportunity, paying him well, going to pay him more money next year, but in the middle of the season, he sent his family to Gainesville to check things out, family to Baton Rouge to check things out, and he's on the phone with the Louisiana governor talking about the LSU.
You'd be mad.
You'd be furious. You would be it's even hard to imagine something like that happening. But it's happening right now with the head coach. I get it. But the problem becomes, what are you going to do about it?
I don't think there's anything you can do.
The only thing you can do, if you want to be super strong about it, is just say, buddy, goodbye.
Wouldn't do that.
We're pulling our contract offer. We're suspending you for the rest of the season. And if you want to come back here next season on the same contract, you can, but we know you won't. Bye. So we're not firing you, but we will suspend you for conduct detrimental to the program because we think you've been detrimental to the program. Go take your other job. We know you're going anyway. You can do that, but you better be sure that's how tough you are, because you are then running off a guy who could theoretically go down as the best coach in school history. But what if you already think, because here's what somebody at Ole Miss would say, what if we weren't really running him off? What if we know he's going anyway? That's why he's doing all this. He's going anyway,
Right.
so let's just push him. Let's not let him walk out the door when he wants to. Let's shove him right now.
Would not recommend.
We know he's walking out the door. Let's not let him walk when he wants to. Let's shove him right now. I'm with you. I think I just sit back and probably try not to cut off my nose to spite my face type of thing.
Yep.
And I think I probably just sit back and I say, we're going to worry about this whenever we have to worry about this.
Yeah.
But
Let's try to win that.
the only thing I'm going to do with Lane Kiffin right now is encourage him to focus on his football program and the job that he's been doing incredibly well.
Right.
And whenever he's ready to make a decision, we're just going to sit here and wait for that. And if he leaves us and we are caught in a bad spot, then we will be caught in a bad spot, and he'll be a villain forever here, the same way he is at Tennessee.
Yeah.
And perhaps USC as well. That'll be his. That's part of his Wikipedia page. That's part of his legacy, if that's what he wants to be, and we'll recover as best we can. But I'm not gonna push him out the door if there's still even a little bit of a chance he might turn around and not actually leave. I think I'm more in line with you, but I get the fans being fed up.
Yeah.
I totally
definitely.
get the fans being fed up. Again, if this was a quarterback doing this exact same thing, handling this the exact same way, going on Pat McAfee's show and saying, I love it in Ole Miss, I love what we're doing. And then the governor of Louisiana is like, yeah, I was on the phone for 2 hours with the Ole Miss quarterback the other day. And the Ole Miss quarterback's family was in Gainesville and then in Baton Rouge, looking around, seeing how much they like to play. You'd be furious. You would not. You would. That is hard to imagine, and yet that is what's happening. I don't know that there's anything good Ole Miss can do about it, anything smart Ole Miss can do about it, but I do understand. I do understand the frustration.
Number 2.
College football playoff rankings updated last night. Big Ten still got the top 2 spots held by Ohio State, Indiana. The SEC's got the next 2 spots, Texas A&M and Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And Big Bet Bennett, did you see who is now representing the group of 5
When will the pain stop?
in the college football playoff? It's vulnerable Tulane. Vulnerable Tulane.
Not so vulnerable anymore.
Vulnerable Tulane's now the 12th seed in the college football playoff.
And it just hurts so much. You know why it hurts so much? Because it shows how much they were, because we sat here yesterday thinking it could be James Madison that gets this spot when they announce these. It's Tulane. Why? Because they have that win over Memphis. They respect Memphis. They respect that Memphis win so much that they're like, nah, we're putting Tulane in this thing. They beat who we thought was the best team in the American.
This also shows you that a 2-loss American team is fine. Can't do it.
Oh my God.
You could be a 2-loss American team and still make the college football playoff.
Ugh.
Oh my God, Bennett.
I mean, that just really hurt to see. I was surprised by it.
Vulnerable Tulane.
Yeah, not so vulnerable anymore. It just, that one stings. That one stings because it just goes to show that it was yours.
It was yours.
It was yours.
It was yours.
It really was.
You'd be a Memphis football fan your whole life. Look back on this forever. And you're going to say in 2025, we were right there.
Mm-hmm. And it was yours.
It was yours.
It was.
It was yours.
Yep.
Got to be vulnerable Tulane at home.
I don't know what else to say, but that one hurt. Yep.
The projected bracket now has vulnerable Tulane as the 12th seed, opening the college football playoff at number 5. Texas Tech, the winner plays 4 seed Georgia. Winner of that would play Ohio State, Oklahoma, or Notre Dame. It might be Tulane by the time we get there, but it won't be us.
No.
Number 3.
Champions Classic was held last night, Madison Square Garden. Fun doubleheader.
It was fun.
Michigan State beat Kentucky. Duke beat Kansas. The most interesting thing, Kentucky's now got 2 losses, and Mark Pope seemed depressed after the game. Did you see his postgame press conference?
I did see his postgame press conference.
Dude,
yes.
So we're sitting there last night watching this.
Yeah.
My wife is married to somebody who covers college basketball, but she knows very little about it.
Uh-huh.
She does not. I could show her a picture of Mark Pope. She does not know who that is. I could say, I'm having lunch with Mark Pope. She would ask me who that is. She has no context for what we're watching last night.
Uh-huh.
She knows nothing about Kentucky basketball. And so she's just watching a man talk. That's all she sees.
Yeah.
She don't even know who he coaches probably. She's just watching a man talk. And when he got done, she was like, my God, that was depressing.
Yeah.
He was like, I have not done a good job up until this point, and I have failed up until this point, but I will not continue to fail. It was just like he feels it.
Mm-hmm.
He feels it. And what's interesting is one of the things people really like about Mark, one of the things I like about Mark is like he considered it a priority to connect with the fan base.
Mm-hmm.
He's signing autographs, taking all the pictures. Like he might reply to you on Twitter if you're a fan and you tweet him something. He's online. He's attached. And that's all great up until it gets bad. And then you feel it in a way that you otherwise might not. And it's clear to me that he's feeling it. He gets the Kentucky job. People wonder, does he deserve it? So you got to fight through all that. Then he does his nice first season.
Yes.
And this season, they loaded up. They have the highest, and it's just like when people bring up an NBA player's contract. You know, it's already starting with Kentucky. Mm-hmm. You know, you know how much their team costs? $22 million. That's what the number reportedly is. Most expensive basketball team in history. And you don't look like a good one.
Right.
And he's feeling that now.
And I saw, because Michigan State's 3.5.
Yeah.
They were comparing the two online.
Yeah. And they just got beat by a culture. It almost looked like.
Right.
I mean, Michigan State. Tom Izzo talked about that. He was like, these are my guys. Tom's great. He's like, I don't know, because they don't really get into the transfer portal at Michigan State. They will. They got 2 guys out of the portal. But Tom's like, I don't know if the way I'm doing this still is right, but I just know it's the way it feels right to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to bring in players and then recruit over them out of the transfer portal. I don't think that's right. I want to bring in players and I want to get better with them.
Yeah.
And he's like, a lot of people tell me this is not the way to do it, but it's the way I'm going to do it. And last night it seemed to work.
Yep.
He had a basketball team, and Mark Pope had a bunch of basketball players. Mark Pope had a bunch of expensive basketball players, and Tom Izzo had less expensive basketball team. And the basketball team won. I don't know where it goes from here with Kentucky. They're injured too. They're down 2 starters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 2 of their maybe 3 or 4 best players are out.
Gotcha.
So the context matters. But at Kentucky,
they don't want to hear it.
You either win or you lose, and you got a bunch of other millionaires on your roster, even with those 2 millionaires not playing. So rough stuff in Lexington right now. We'll see if they get it turned around.
Number 4.
The King of America, LeBron James, made his season debut last night, year 23. And the moment he was in the game, he made history, becoming the first man to ever play in 23 consecutive NBA seasons.
How about that?
It's America's king. He played 30 minutes.
They won.
They won. He got a double-double. Does it bother you at all that a man in his 40s, in his first game of the season, can play more minutes than all but one Grizzly?
Yes. In his first game of the season, that's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough. Now, granted, he has like a lot of say in that. Like you're not going to tell him he's got to sit.
That's fine. That's fine. But here's my point.
I guarantee you they did not want to play him 30 minutes last night.
A man in his 40s coming off of injury in his first game played 30 minutes.
Right.
And that just would not happen here, even with a man in his 20s.
Fair enough. It's that's going to be such an interesting dynamic to watch play out with the Lakers, by the way, just because he's no longer their best player, but he is still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's going to be.
And I don't know if you saw his pregame stuff, but they were like, how do you fit in with this? And he was like, I fit in anywhere. I fit in on any team in the world. He was like, I can do everything on the court.
But I think that's true.
It is true. He could play anywhere.
Yes. Yeah. I think you're going to, like, you mentioned he had like what was it, 11 and 10 or something like that? It was.
I think he had 11 points, 10 rebounds, or 12 rebounds. It was something.
You're going to see a lot of that with him this year. I think he's going to be like, I think he's going to turn into like that, like 11 point, 10 rebound, 10 assist guy.
I'm sorry, season. It was 11 points, 12 assists, 3 rebounds. So that's the double-double, 11 points, 12 assists.
I bet we see a lot of LeBron triple-doubles this year.
Maybe, but he played 30 minutes last night. Played 30 minutes at the age of 40 in his first game of the season.
Shout out to the king.
Shout out to the king. Nice to have him back.
Number 5.
Oh, guess who? Guess who doesn't need surgery on his wrist?
Who?
Aaron Rodgers.
What?
Mike Tomlin said yesterday he doesn't need surgery, and there's a chance that he could play against the Bears this weekend. Imagine being a Bears fan. You're on a 3-game winning streak. You're feeling pretty good. You're like, we've won 3 straight, and we don't have to see Aaron Rodgers this weekend.
No, not true.
You might have to see Aaron Rodgers this weekend. Trivia time.
Mm-hmm.
What is Aaron Rodgers' record against the Bears all time? You remember he played in Green Bay and murdered them a lot.
I'll say, God, I'm trying to take into account like the years and everything. I'll say he is, how many seasons has he played?
I believe 17, something like that. It's up there pretty good.
Okay, so we're talking, okay, I'll say 20, I'll say 25 and 5.
25 and, come on, man, you cheating?
No.
You did not even know I was going to ask you that.
No, is it 25 and 5?
It's 25 and 5.
Let's go.
It's 25 and 5.
Let's go.
24 regular season wins, 1 playoff win.
Let's
25 and 5 is the record. Tom Brady actually holds the record for most victories over a single franchise. Buffalo Bills.
I was going to say the Bills.
He beat them 33 times, but Aaron Rodgers got 25 victories over the Bears and might, emphasize the word might, play against them again on Sunday. Did you see Mike Tomlin also yesterday when talking about the Jamar Chase, Jalen Ramsey thing? Was it? I guess somebody asked Tomlin, what did you say about the reaction from Jalen Ramsey? What did you make of that? And he said, I want to get the quote right. It was excellent.
What did he say?
He said, oh, it was like, what is the message?
Yeah. To Jalen Ramsey?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would be your message to Jalen Ramsey, for his reaction to what happened? And he said, I have no message when someone spits in your face. Do what comes natural.
Right. I agree.
Do what comes natural.
That's exactly what he did.
A man spits in your face? What's your message? What's your message?
Swing.
I have no message. Do what comes naturally to you.
That's a good answer.
I loved it.
By the way, shout out to former Memphis Tiger Kenny Gainwell. He's every time he gets called on this season, he has a big game. He's been good for the Steelers this year. It's always fun seeing the Tigers show out in the league.
Mike Tomlin, former Tiger himself.
That's right. Got that connection there. So that was kind of cool. He had a big game last week.
All right. So that's a life lesson from Mike Tomlin. Somebody spits on you, do whatever comes natural. I think that's pretty good advice.
Yeah.
Unless the guy that spits on you is incredibly big.
Jalen Ramsey bigger than Jamar Chase.
MMA fighter, you might not want to do what comes naturally unless what comes naturally is run fast.
Yeah.
But like the sentiment, I like the sentiment. I don't know if you apply it
everywhere, yeah.
But I like the sentiment. Be back with GP's carryout.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike? 2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night. Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Memphis. Monday Night Raw returns with non-stop action, unmatched energy, and the superstars you love.
We don't get mad, we get even. We don't go home till we beat them. This is our
Witness the moments you'll never forget. Monday Night Raw, Memphis. Monday, February 16th. Tickets and ringsider packages on sale next Friday.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
The Grizzlies are now easier to watch than ever. Select games can now be viewed over the air for free in the following markets. It's Memphis, Nashville, Knoxville, Jonesboro, and Tupelo, the last of which, of course, is the birthplace of Elvis Aaron Presley. Don't miss a second of heart-pounding action with the first televised matchup this Thursday, November 20th, when the Grizzlies host the Sacramento Kings at 7 p.m. That's the Grizzlies and the Kings at 7 p.m. tomorrow night on Action News 5 here in the Memphis area. Let's do GP's Carryout.
It's time for GP's Carryout. One final segment filled with stuff to take with you. It's not everything you need to know, but it's most of it. What did we miss today?
Another headline from the NBA that we didn't touch on. Giannis Antetokounmpo, arguably the greatest basketball player in the world. He has a soft tissue injury. Like everybody else.
This injury thing's getting wild, man.
You sent me a list. We kind of synced up today because I had this.
Yeah, man.
You sent it to me, but I already had it. It is crazy, this list. So now Giannis adds to it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a list of just notable NBA players who are currently sidelined. You ready for this?
Ready.
You got a few minutes?
Yep.
All right. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Trae Young, Jason Tatum, Darius Garland, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Jonathan Kuminga, Fred VanVleet, Tyrese Halliburton, Kawhi Leonard, Brad Beal, Ja Morant, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Zion Williamson, DeJounte Murray, Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, Jalen Williams, Paolo Banchero, Drew Holiday, Damian Lillard, Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, Victor Wembanyama.
And I think that
they're all out right now.
And the concerning thing about that is that's not just a list of veterans. That is young guys.
It's everybody.
That is veterans.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's. I think this conversation is going to come up this offseason. I think this is going to. This is not going to go away. This is a real thing.
It's a real problem with the NBA.
Yeah.
For reasons that are clearly complicated.
Yes, of course.
You are running a league, and too many of your best players aren't there too often. Last night, perfect example. It's the Spurs. It's the Grizzlies. Where's Wemby? Where's Ja? It's tough.
Yep.
And that list is crazy.
Crazy.
Get well soon, Giannis.
Yes.
And everybody else. Everybody else. Get well soon, NBA.
What's today's biggest game?
College basketball is where I'm taking it.
Okay, what was the line last night in that Kansas-Duke game?
I had you Duke minus 11.5.
Winner!
Congratulations, Bennett.
Winner!
Tonight, we got a top 5 matchup. I believe it's the first top 5 matchup of the season. Arizona-UConn, number 4. Arizona at number 3, UConn.
Okay.
Tips at 6 o'clock. It's on FS1. Huskies, minus 6.5. Totals 157.5. How you going to act?
I guess I'll take the Huskies. Arizona hadn't played an away game yet.
Arizona's got 2 good wins.
They ain't been to Stores yet.
They have not been to Stores yet. That's true. This is Gamble. It's Gamble Pavilion in Stores, Connecticut.
Yeah, let's go UConn. Let's go UConn. Doesn't Arizona have a star freshman too?
Koa Pete dominated Florida's front court. Florida coming into the season, people said Florida's got the best front court in the country, and Koa Pete came out opening week of the season.
It's a not so fast.
He doo-dooed on him.
I don't think he's going to doo-doo on UConn.
Okay. Bennett said take UConn minus the 6.5. Tip at 6 o'clock. It's on FS1.
What are we watching on TV?
CMA Awards? You care about the CMA Awards?
Not really, but I guess I can dabble.
They're on ABC tonight.
Okay, I'll flip it on.
Lainey Wilson is hosting.
Okay, Lainey.
You want to do that?
I guess.
You don't care?
This is probably a catch up on stuff kind of night for me.
I got to get caught up on some
I
stuff.
got a lot of stuff that
I'm falling behind.
Yeah.
Between the Champions Classic and Grizz Spurs, I didn't have a lot of time.
Trying to dive into this new Ken Burns documentary on the American Revolution.
That guy is always doing something, isn't he? He is always putting something together, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right. You don't have to watch the CMAs, but I just wanted to tell you it's on if you want to.
If something happens, I bet we'll talk about it
If something
tomorrow.
happens, we'll see it. If something happens, we'll see it.
Okay.
What's the best thing we've read?
Jeff Passan had a MLB notebook that was interesting. We've been talking, for whatever reason, about the Pirates maybe spending to try to keep Paul Skeens. And Jeff Passan is reporting now that they are. They're going to spend this offseason. As he points out, the largest contract the Pirates have ever given a player in terms of total amount of money in one contract was $39 million. It was more than a decade ago to Francisco Liriano. It was a 3-year, $30 million deal, Francisco Liriano. For context, the Mets gave Juan Soto $765 million. The most the Pirates have ever given anybody is $39. But as he points out, they just offered Josh Naylor more than twice that. He re-signed with Seattle, but they offered it. They put it on the table. They're expected to make a big push for Kyle Schwarber. And they're going to give their 19-year-old phenom, who is the 2025 Minor League Player of the Year, an opportunity to compete for the starting shortstop job in spring training. If he wins it, he would become the first position player to start in the big leagues as a teenager since Juan Soto in 2018. So this is very unusual, but it looks like they're you can't keep Paul Skeens unless you're willing to A, pay him, and B, put talent around him. And the best way to put talent around them is spend money.
Yeah.
And fast track your best prospects to get him looking around and going, okay, I'm not the only talented guy here. So they're trying. I don't know if it'll work, but they're at least trying. You can read Jeff Passan's notebook, ESPN.com.
What's on tap for tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow will be Thursday. Kings.
They can't get here fast enough.
They cannot get here fast enough.
Get your ass here.
Kings, get here. Man, if their flight gets delayed or anything, I don't want to hear about it.
No.
They can't get here fast enough. We will get you ready for Grizz Kings. Losing streak ends tomorrow.
God, I hope so.
It has to. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll enjoy mine. Meet back here tomorrow at 10. Till then, be careful, be kind, be good. Rep your hood.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live. Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
The only thing better than Saturday Night Hoops is when it comes with an exclusive Grizz hoodie. Every Saturday this season, $60 gets you a Grizzlies ticket and a limited edition Grizzlies hoodie. 4 different hoodie designs dropping across 4 Saturday games. Not sold anywhere else. Don't miss your shot to collect all 4 designs. Grab your tickets and gear up now at Grizzlies.com/Saturday.